Hey guys, last day, so I'm gonna work my way around the edge of this upper field and along the edge of the lower field and sneak down to the apple trees and stuff down there where the deer have been hanging out in the evenings and the early mornings, and see if we can find anything down there. If we can't find anything down there, then I've got a pretty good idea where the deer are going during the day. So we'll go check that spot out if we don't find anything down here. But all right, let's go. Just jumped that big doe again. She must have watched me come all the way down the hill. She's in the bushes over there. Right there. It looked like she was by herself though. Alright, we'll keep trekking. I'm gonna go that way and check down in there and see if there's anything down on the edge of that other field before I head to that other spot I told you about. Alright, here we go. That little doe was with the big doe. I just I come around the corner there, on the edge of the field where all them big bushes are right before the woods. And they was tucked in on the other side of that. And I was just sitting there with my dipper can and just watching them for a while. They were sitting there staring at me. Then they moved on off into the woods. Alright, so I am gonna go head over to that place where I think they go during the day and see if we can't kick up something in there. Fingers crossed. I started out where right across from where I think all the deer are going in the daytime. I was only in there for about a half hour because the wind wasn't right. So originally I was going to make a big loop, and I ended up coming out, and I'm going to start on the other end of the loop that I was planning on ending on because of the wind. So we're starting on this end of it. We got a trail going through here. So we're just gonna follow that for a ways, see if we can find a fresh track and go from there. I've been following this deer trail for pretty close to a mile now, and there's all kinds of like tracks that crisscross back and forth, and some moose tracks, and but still no fresh tracks, which I'm kind of surprised. But just a lot of old ones. So hopefully we'll come across a fresh one here pretty soon. Just keep plugging away. Sitting on the edge of this stream, doing a little calling. No signs of anything yet. hopefully see something soon. Well, I made a cute mess of things. Making that loop that I was telling you about earlier, and I was going to come out the other end. But I don't know if I missed where I was supposed to go across, or if it just looked good on the map, and because I don't know if Joe ever actually made that loop. But I don't see where I can cross over here where we were saying I could cross. So I tried crossing this mouth of this bog here, and I fell in over my knees. So now my feet are soaked. At first it wasn't cold, but it's starting to feel cold now. I am a long ways from the truck, and it's gonna get dark in like less than 2 hours. Plus I still want to hunt. Oh my word. And Joe was expecting me to come out on the other end by the road and pick me up. But if I can't get out there, obviously I'm not going to be out by the road, and I've got no cell service in here. Oh. Yeah. So I'm just thinking for a minute about what I want to do. You're probably wondering, if I was already wet, why didn't I just keep going and get across? I actually was going to, but where I fell in was like halfway across. And once I get up on that little stump there or whatever, I looked down the other side to get across, and it was a lot deeper. And I mean, it's bog too, so even though I could see bottom, doesn't mean bottom is bottom, you know what I mean? Like, it could be another foot or so of just squish until you get to something solid. So I really didn't want to take a full-on bath out there. There, pockets right full of stuff, and so where I came in is kind of a huckus hole, and it would take me quite a while to get back in there. So what I've decided to do is just take this dirt road and walk it out to the main road so I can get some cell service. Oh, man. What a way to end like the last day of rifle season, huh? This stinks. Well, time's wasting, so I'm gonna start walking, and maybe I'll get lucky and see something on the way out. But, catch you later. So I've got to fill in a few gaps here.
At this point, I walked a mile and a half out the dirt road. And in the meantime, Joe was here at the house and he was putting up a game camera down by the lower food plot, and he thought he could hear a little crunching. So he set the camera and he got on out of there. And while I was walking out the road, I got service and sent him a message, let him know where I was and I was walking and all that. So he came and picked me up. And took me to my truck. Now at this point there was about 45 minutes left to rifle season. And we got back to the house and he said, you might as well go sit down there and at the shooting shack for the last half hour of the day. Well, I didn't like that idea. I was cold and soggy and tired and I was ready for a hot shower and a cup of coffee. But I thought, you know what, whatever, why not? It's the last 30 minutes of the whole rifle season. So just like I did first thing in the morning, I made my way around the edge of the upper field and was headed down to the lower field to go to the shooting shack. Well, when I got to the end of the upper field, I could see that big doe was already out in the soybeans in the lower food plot there already feeding, but I didn't see the little one with her. So I just stayed right there at the end of the field and I just watched her and filmed her, and I had my tip a can. I was calling a couple times. She paid no attention to it at all. And so I just kept watching her and looking at the time, wondering how much more time I had to sit there and stare at her again like I had all season and freezing my toes off. So I kept looking. And that brings us to when I shot the buck, and I'll just put in a little note here. We thought the camera was recording when we walked up to the buck and looked him all over and everything, but it wasn't. It was on standby. So we don't have that footage, but we still got some good footage, so no worries there. Alright, enjoy the rest of the film.
Guys, I just shot. I think might have a big buck down. Boy, we were right at the edge. I was just getting ready to head back to the house, and I caught a flash through the corner of my eye, and I see this rack step out. Let's go see.
I don't know, but you did the trick.
Hopefully I didn't get it.
Huge. Cocoa Puff's gonna piss his pants.
Oh my gosh. Oh. So after I got soaked at the bog and he talked me into coming down here and sitting for a little while, I started creeping down the edge of the field here to make it around this way to the shooting shack, trying not to spook anything. Well, I got down to that corner right there and that big doe was already out here in this corner of the field feeding. And I said, well, I guess I'm stuck here. I don't want to scare her away. So I just stood there and I watched her. And I called. She paid no attention to the call at all. She's heard it a million times by now, I'm sure. So she was out there just feeding around, and I'm watching, and I'm looking at the time. We got like 20 minutes left. So then I record her a little bit. And then she keeps looking up behind her like she hears something coming. Well, she always has that little one with her that I think was hers from the spring. Well, that thing came running out like 3 minutes to time. And it came running out and it was running and jumping all around her. And I said, what the heck? I said, is it trying to play with her or what? And then I look up and I see a flash out of the corner of my eye and it was Antler. And I said, whoa, what's going on here? So he was chasing that little one around and the big doe wanted nothing to do with him. So he was chasing her around and he come and he was like broadside too. So I fired and I'm pretty sure I missed the first shot because he just stood there and the does took off. And so then he started to take off and I racked another one in there and I shot him and I hit him that time. And then he started to walk away. Cause I hit him, but I didn't kill him, obviously. So I put another one into him, and then he was just about ready to drop, and I put another one into him because I didn't realize he was gonna. But anyway, so we got him.
Excellent. Proud of you. Well worth planting the beans, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was worth the beans.
Put
Yeah.
in all kinds of time, didn't you?
You and Jacko.
You got a lot. You put in a lot of time to get a buck, and you
Yes,
got
I
him
did.
last minute, last second.
Still got soggy
Excellent.
socks and everything.
Excellent. Hold him up there again.
Definitely has a unique rack.
Oh, oh yeah.
He's a nice one.
Beauty.
He's a beauty.
Hi, Rodney. Beauty.
Oh my gosh.
Just hope that my brother didn't run it over with the tractor.
I'd puke.
Where is he? I don't want to run over him.
I'll
I
walk
think
out.
he's over here.
Oh yeah, you're right there. There he is.
That thing's a beauty. It's a beauty.
Wow, what a hog!
What a hog! What a big beefer. Thing's a beef. Thing's like has 1,000 steaks in
There.
1,000 steaks.
it. He's huge. Look at that.
Want to see, sweetie? Here comes the tractor man.
Yeah.
What do you think, Charlene?
Is that a big deer?
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, sir, for bringing down the tractor.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least I don't have to walk in the cold dark after all.
You want to go see him?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
You can't do that.
Was that good?